Hi class, this is our forum response to Unit 1 Personal Fitness and Wellness. Why do you do what you do? Why on earth are you doing this, coaching and teaching? Who is the distraction in your life that God has provided to teach you as your mentor and teacher, him or her yourself? Why am I doing this? As I stated before, I have a Spanish major, so I actually always wanted to teach. Um, I've traveled around the world. With that Spanish degree, I was able to study abroad and live in Spain and Costa Rica and do a lot of traveling. So I always thought that I wanted to teach Spanish. And then I went into the workforce right after college and became a general manager in the hospitality industry. And a place that I worked since I was 14, and it was just an easy transition, and I thought at the time good money. It was very hard work, which any job is, but I had to work every weekend, every holiday. As a general manager, I was working 70 hours a week, and it was tough. I mean, I had full benefits and everything, and these days it's really hard to get a job with benefits. So I went to a retirement and all that stuff. But once I got pregnant, I realized that wasn't the job that I wanted forever. And I have always been drawn to athletics and sports. And I knew once I had my kids that I would be coaching them, along with doing homework and teaching them, and hopefully being a good example for them. So I love kids. I love athletics. I want kids to love PE as much as I did, or love sports as much as I did. I know not everyone's going to love sports. I also want to be able to reach kids. There's so many I've seen in my observation hours as well as my substituting, and I've asked them, why don't you want to participate? Why aren't you dressing out? Is there something that you would like to do, in PE that you would be happy to do? And I don't care, I don't know, nothing. I mean, the kids just don't have motivation. And it's part of my research project that I wrote about in 582 was about intrinsic motivation in high school PE classes. So there's some strategies. I think there's some other things that can be implemented now. I believe that we should be using technology in PE classes because we are in a technology world these days. But as a teacher, as a sub, I cannot reach kids because I'm there one day. As a teacher, I had many influences. My dad passed away when I was 9, and I had this one, I get teary-eyed, but I had this, it was in 5th grade, and I had this teacher that was just, she took me under her wing. I sat with her every lunch and then after school, and we'd play cards, and just played cards. And she talked to me about coming from Europe and probably what influenced me in traveling. And then I also had some wonderful Christian influences in high school teachers that would talk to us every Friday as a group and talk about the weekend and what might be coming. And it was an open forum, so we were able to talk about whatever we wanted, and they would give us some advice. I had some really huge influences in my life, and most of them were from teachers and my coaches. Like I said, my dad died, and our dream was to play softball in a D1 school. And when I got into high school, my coach became a father figure to me, and we're still very good friends, and we call each other on our birthdays and every holiday, and he is part of my family now. So I want to be that for a kid. If I could make one difference in someone's life, if I could change someone's life for the better, and they can come back to me and say, you know what, you made a difference, you changed my life, then that's what I'm here for. That's why I'm doing this. So my distraction is, if you watch my first video, the past year, I say the past 10 years have been really hard. The past year, going back to school, and my living situation was very tough. I was faced with a lot of verbal, emotional, and psychological abuse daily, um, and having to try to shield my kids from that and keep myself healthy. So I said I'm very excited about this course because I've put my health and my wellness and fitness on the back burner. So that distraction, and if we look at it from this point, God put that in my life, and how did it make me a teacher? That's a tough one because I feel like the past 10 years I really tried to teach, and I really tried to be a pillar of God and a center of strength, and just showing God's love, and hopefully that would bring change. And pastors were seen, and I don't want to get choked up, sorry. And 4 therapists, and if one person, and I'm not perfect, we're not all, I'm a sinner just like anyone else. And, I try my best to make something work and to just show love and to be a woman of prayer and a wife of prayer. And I tried everything I could. And I hope now that we're not in the same house, I can continue to be that way, and I can forgive and still be that guiding light in that life, and take my situation and my struggles and help others, because there's always a reason we go through pain. There's always a reason that we have to go through hard times, and it's to help others. I know that. So I'm going to heal myself, and then work with my kids, and then get myself healthy, and hopefully I can be that for someone else. I can be that strength, that pillar. The movie Radio, it talks about in every life, in every challenge, there are heroes. And I've had a few of those heroes the last couple of years. My mom, who lives in Maui, she's not here, but she's definitely a hero. God sent me my neighbor, who I've had to live with off and on for the last year. And she's not only a professor, 4 kids, husband, mom was with her, but she's a wonderful Christian woman. And whenever I've wanted to attack back from verbal language or insults, she's been there to keep me grounded, to remember that God loves me, and just to pray for the situation and pray for the other person, because God loves us all. Also, I'm adding adaptive PE. So I love this movie. I've seen it so many times, and I'm currently in the last 3 days. I've been working in an adaptive PE class in Hemet, and just brings joy to these kids. We dance and we have fun, and we're working on motor skills as well. But you cannot walk away from there and not be filled with joy. Just like radio. I mean, you're such an influence in kids' lives and people's lives and what you do. So that, I think, in a nutshell, is my answers to the video. So I look forward to hearing from you. You've obviously learned a lot about my life, and I can only ask for prayers. And as I continue and finish this degree, and to be the mother and the friend and the daughter and the sister and the teacher that I'm meant to be. All right, thank you.